Okay, this workout is for triathletes. We're going to start off with some shoulder rotations. So arms at 90 degrees and then up into a streamline. Okay, you can do this standing or kneeling, doesn't make any difference. So just get the shoulder action going so that we're moving the shoulders around, activating those shoulders. Stretch up into that streamline, pull the belly in, squeeze the glutes as you're in that position. Think about getting your body as tense as it can go into the streamline. So we'll just go through about 10 of these. Really good area for you to work on in terms of your swimming, also your bike handling skills. Okay, we've nearly finished these. Okay, we'll transition this now into a child's pose. So again, it doesn't matter on your flexibility, it's where you can get to. Okay, we're going to push our weight down through those hands at the front. Feel the stretch in your lats. As you breathe out, you can rock back a little bit more on your legs. So now I've just moved out to the right hand side. So just feel that stretch in that lat. So you're really stretching that left hand lat now. Then we'll go back to center. So hold each pose for a few breaths, breathing in, breathing out. As you relax on the exhale, you can rock back a little bit more. So back to center. Make it an active stretch, push down with those hands and you'll work the shoulders as well as the lats. Now we go out to the left, so we're just stretching that right hand lat now. So we do a couple of these on each side. Okay, now we set up on a quadruped position, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, thread through. As you thread through, drop that shoulder to the floor, back of the hand should be pressing down onto the floor. Now we come up into a rotation, so we're just activating your spine a little bit, reach down, again, hold that stretch for a little few seconds there, back up, rotate around. Follow your hand with your eyes. Hold that stretch and up we go again. Change sides. Reach through, press the back of that hand against the floor so you're getting that extra bit of work on the shoulders. Reach up, activate your spine. So we're threading the needle and reaching up. So next we're going to go into a chest stretch. So you go prone on the floor, arms stretched out to the sides. Okay, swing that back leg over. Palm of the hand should be pressing down with my left hand there and just reaching back. Okay, everybody's got their own range of movement. So we're just going to hold that for a few breaths, swap sides. So set yourself up, align the body, swing the leg over, reach up with the arms. Okay, you should feel that stretch there, so we're just pushing down onto the right hand side of your chest, so we're opening up that chest again. Again, a really important movement for your swimming muscles. Okay, and there's no exact science on these poses, you just try and get yourself into as good a position as your flexibility will allow. back into a quadruped. So knees and shoulders, so hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. As we inhale, going to arch the back up. As we exhale, going to get an arch in the back down, looking up. So inhale and exhale. I'm going to go for about 10 of these. Feel that work in your spine. Me, I get a little bit of a crack in my sternum as well, so it's working both the back and the chest. And take your time on these. You're just activating the body, stretching it. So that was the cat-cow. Now we're going to go into a Mackenzie push-up. So push down. Right. As we push up, so exhale as you push up. Keep your hips in contact with the floor. So we're just doing a little bit of movement on that lower spine. Okay, and again we're going to do a few repetitions of this. Nice push up, don't force it, don't lock the arms out, just getting that lower spine to just work a little bit of an arch in your back. Important thing is keeping the hips in contact with the floor. Engage your stomach muscles, so your abs are doing a little bit of work as well. Squeeze the glutes, get it all nice and tight. And you just try and push it a little bit more each time you do the stretch. So now we're going to go into a little rotation hold for the thoracic spine. Use a little support for your neck, knees bent up, arms together, out in front, stretch the shoulders. And now we're just going to rotate over, pulling the arm across the chest, trying to get that elbow to touch the floor. And if you can see my knees came apart a little bit there. Keep your knees together and pressed against the floor. So again, a little bit more rotation work on the spine. I obviously need to do a bit of work on that one. But again, it's working within your range of flexibility. The more you do them, the more you'll improve. So when you get out there, relax the breath, try and stretch a little bit more. And on this one, we'll just give it a hold for a few breaths. Try and push those knees down, try and be active. Just hold it and relax into it, and you'll find that your back will open up a little bit. Okay, I just switched myself around now. So we're going to do the other side, go through exactly the same procedure on the other side. Keep those knees pressed to the floor as much as you can. Stretch out on this return and pull back. Again, if you can't get your elbow to the floor, that's fine. Just work within your range of motion. Relax as you're breathing through it, and you'll find that you should increase your range of motion. So we'll go for another 5 and then a hold. Relax into that breathing. As you relax, you should be able to make the stretch go a little bit further. Okay, we're going to German sit-up now. So plant the feet on the floor, hands facing backwards, lock the arms out, and then breathe in and just open the chest up. And then as you relax, so just relax it in there. Breathe in again. So you should feel this opening the chest up. Get the breathing going, open your diaphragm. Good for on the bike, also good for the swimming and your run posture. So just move your hands around. So we're just going to go into some tabletops now. So we'll just lift your hips up by squeezing your glute muscles, okay? So just lift and squeeze, engage the tummy muscles, pull the belly button into the spine, squeeze those glutes and fold. Just squeeze and hold. Okay, so just open the legs up a little bit. We're going to go into some hip swivels. We're going to drop the knees to the side. Okay, just push it around. Open those hips up a little bit. Feels really nice, this one. Try and get those knees to the floor. And a little hold at the end. And just flip to the other side and hold that. Okay, we'll go into some 1990s now. So 1990, we're going to stretch down on this right hand glute now. So lean forward with the chest. You can bend your arms a bit if you want. Try and keep the back straight. You feel this stretch going right down through this right hand glute. Okay, deep into the glute. Just relax and breathe. Try and make the stretch go a little bit deeper as you breathe out, as you exhale. Yeah, just drop my arm there so I can go a little bit deeper. Okay, so switch sides. 1990. Just got a bit of a muddle with my legs there. Okay, and down into that stretch. Here we go. Extend the neck. Try and keep the back as flat as you can. Breathe into that stretch. So now we're stretching this left hand glute here. You can do a little bit of PNF work on this, so you can pulse it by just pressing down with that knee on the floor, hold for a few seconds, then release. So you can do a little bit of PNF work on the hips and glutes as well. Okay, so we'll go up into a down dog now. It's not really about pushing, we're going into a hip stretch. So again, push the right knee out and just lower your body into that stretch. Feel this right up in the groin. So really stretch that again, work on your own level of flexibility. Try and keep the back as flat as you can. Just hold that stretch, breathe through it. Okay, we're just going to move the foot out a little bit now. And then we're going to drop all your weight down through that left hip now. So we're just stretching over the hip flexors. So we're just stretching the hip flexors on that left leg now. So breathe through it again, just lower you, just let the weight go through onto the hips. Okay, we'll swap sides, so back into your lunge. Okay, push the knee out a little bit and see if you can drop down into that stretch. Really good for the hips, this one. We're just going to hold and breathe through that stretch. You can move around a little bit, just open up that hip space. You can just move any way you want really, just to open up that hip space. Okay, move the foot out a little bit. Now we're going to drop the weight. So all your weight should go through that hip. So here you can see my right arm is supporting my body weight. So we just drop down into that stretch. Just feel it over those hip flexors. And again, like all these, they don't have to be perfect. You've got to work within your range of motion. But the idea is to improve your range of motion as you go through it. Okay, now we go into that down dog. It doesn't have to be a perfect down dog, and you want your knees slightly bent. And all we're going to do is push the heels down and walk those calf muscles. Just getting a little bit of stretch and activation in those calf muscles. Okay, so we're not really working on the shoulders on this down dog. It's all about the calf muscles. Go for about 10 on each side. Just feel those calves stretching out. Okay, so we come up now, hinge at the waist, knees slightly bent. I'm going to do an elephant walk now. So you're going to reach to the side and stretch that leg. So you'll feel this in your hamstrings, so reach over here, stretch that leg. Okay, just a nice little elephant walk. So you've got the elephant's trunk, which are your arms, just walking into that stretch. Feet firmly planted on the floor. Back nice and relaxed. It's all about your hamstrings. So just walking those hamstrings. So we'll go for about 10 on each side. Okay, we're going to change up now. Last little movement. So you can open your hips up a little bit, open your stance a little bit wider, weight on your heels. So we're just going to go into a squat. Again, it's your range of movement. You don't have to get your butt to the floor. And then we're going to come up and we're just going to lock those legs out to do the hamstrings. So we're going to hinge at the hips and just force those hamstrings a little bit. There you go. So just activating those hamstrings a little bit. Get into your deep squat, so opening the hips up. Stretch those hamstrings. Okay, make sure your weight is going through those heels on the squat. And there we have it. That's the routine done. Enjoy.